I'm hearing a lot of back talk, a lot of discussion right now about people who aren't taking care of service dogs, and that most of us don't really need service dogs, and they're an excuse, and they're this, that, the other, whatever you want to say. And fair warning, I'm probably gonna cry. I'm kind of the emotional sort at this point in my life. But what I want to tell people is that no matter whether or not the person is in a wheelchair, if they're obviously blind, if they're deaf, if they have no visible disability at all, there's a reason they have service dogs. You don't have to like dogs. These service dogs are trained that they're not going to interact with you unless their owner tells them that's okay. I don't abuse my service dog. I'm still processing the fact that I'm one of those people that need one because I don't have a visible disability. I haven't been through what a lot of people have been through. I don't have a spinal injury. I don't have blindness. I don't have a problem with my hearing. I obviously don't have a problem with my speech. I can talk just fine. But that doesn't mean I don't need a service dog. Service animals are incredible. It might just look like a dog to you, and it does. And she's a dog. But what you don't see is that when I start breaking down, when I feel like I'm about to be attacked from all sides, when I start slipping into memories that are more real than memories, this dog is what's going to pull me out. This dog is what's going to keep me safe. And in the wrong situation, this dog is what's going to keep you safe. She's not just there to keep me company. Granted, that helps sometimes. You know, I've woken up to this dog licking my face and realizing that whatever nightmare I had couldn't have been real because she wasn't there. Having a dog that reminds me that there's no reason to go where I'm headed sometimes, that there's no excuse for freaking out. Having a dog that is happy to be in public when I want nothing less in the world than to be in public. You know, she'd be excited to go into a Walmart. I still haven't managed that. I think I did it once in the last year or so, and it wasn't a lot of fun. She's excited to be around people. Not only is she my ally and my best friend, she's yours. I may not let you pet her. And honestly, most days I prefer you didn't. She's still young, and while she listens to commands, she also likes people a lot. And if we're working, it's kind of rude of me to allow people to disturb her work. I wouldn't want people disturbing me while I'm working. I don't really like letting people disturb her work. Seems kind of unfair to my partner. I may not let you pet her. Sometimes it's just a bad idea. Sometimes she's so busy paying attention to me that upsets her. She won't bite you. She probably won't even growl at you. She'll probably lick your face off before she'd ever act aggressively. But she's worried about me. And that's her job. It's not fair of me or for you to separate her from that, to disturb her work, to distract her from what she wants nothing more than to do. And it's not fair for people to tell us that because we went about it a different way than they would have liked, anybody short of the federal government that writes these laws, it's not fair of them to try to tell us that we don't need these dogs. I'm a lot easier to deal with if my service dog is there. That's not a threat. That's not even really an explanation. That's just a fact at this point. If my service dog is out of my sight, she's upset and whining, and I'm upset and anxious and unhappy and fearful and God knows what else depending on the situation. Don't separate us from our service dog.